Welcome to Dogs Info.
Only to end up wrestling them on the living room floor while they clamp their jaw completely shut? It usually leaves both of you frustrated and exhausted. But what if the secret to a sparkling clean mouth isn't a stressful daily brushing routine? What if the actual solution is sitting inside your kitchen pantry right now? Today, I will share incredible scientifically backed natural ingredients that literally melt soft plaque away. If we interrupt the 24-hour cycle of bacteria hardening into cement using everyday items, we can stop tartar in its tracks. No doggy toothbrush required. Let's dive into the absolute best ways to protect your dog's smile naturally. Number 1. Bowl hygiene and hydration. This is probably the most overlooked part of your dog's oral health, the water bowl. When we talk about dental hygiene, everyone immediately focuses on the food bowl or the treats we hand out. However, the water bowl is actually a massive breeding ground for the exact type of bacteria that actively rots your dog's teeth. Have you ever picked up your dog's water bowl to refill it and noticed a slippery, slimy coating on the bottom and the sides? Sometimes it even has a faint pinkish tint to it. That gross slime is called a biofilm. When your dog takes a drink, the microscopic bacteria from their mouth mixes directly with the water. That bacteria then builds a protective sticky fortress around itself on the stainless steel, ceramic, or plastic sides of the bowl. If you simply top off the water every day without actually scrubbing the bowl with hot soapy water, your dog is swallowing millions of highly concentrated plaque-forming bacteria every single time they take a drink. This brings me to our very first daily habit: bowl hygiene and smart hydration. If you want your dog's breath to improve overnight, you must start washing their water and food bowls every single day with hot soapy water or run them through the dishwasher on a high heat setting. This physical scrubbing effectively breaks down that dangerous biofilm shield. Furthermore, try switching your dog from standard tap water to filtered water. Tap water often contains heavy minerals like calcium and magnesium that actually act as the foundational building blocks for hard tartar on the teeth. Here is a professional tip for you. You can easily upgrade their fresh filtered water by using a VHC-approved enzymatic water additive. VC stands for the Veterinary Oral Health Council. Products that carry this specific seal have actually proven, in rigorous clinical trials, that they significantly reduce plaque. These water additives are completely tasteless and odorless, so your dog won't even know they are there. You just add a tiny capful to their daily water bowl, and the specialized enzymes naturally break down the plaque on their teeth every single time they take a sip. It is exactly like using a mild, continuous mouthwash all day long. Completely stress-free. Number 2. Coconut oil and parsley. Now, let's head straight into your kitchen pantry. We are going to talk about natural antibacterial and breath-freshening ingredients you probably already own. The sticky plaque clinging to your dog's teeth is not just a stain. It is alive. It is a living, breathing, rapidly multiplying bacterial colony. To fight it naturally, we need safe, highly edible ingredients that actively break down bacterial cell walls. The first secret weapon is organic, unrefined virgin coconut oil. Coconut oil is incredibly rich in a specific compound called lauric acid. Lauric acid is highly renowned in both human and animal medicine for its natural antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties. When your dog eats a tiny bit of coconut oil, the lauric acid literally binds to the harmful bacteria inside their mouth, trapping it effectively so it can be swallowed and entirely destroyed by their strong stomach acid before it ever has the chance to stick to their teeth. You can safely give your dog about a /4 teaspoon for a small breed or up to a full tablespoon for a large breed mixed directly into their daily food. Not only will this drastically help reduce soft plaque, but it is also fantastic for hydrating their skin and giving them a shiny coat. Just remember to start with a very small amount, as introducing too much rich oil too quickly can easily give a dog an upset tummy. But what if your dog already has terrible stinky doggy breath that clears the room? Enter your second kitchen staple: standard curly parsley. Now please be very careful here and listen closely. I am talking specifically about standard curly parsley. Absolutely not spring parsley, which is highly toxic to dogs.
Plain curly parsley is a brilliant, entirely natural breath mint.
It contains exceptionally high levels of chlorophyll, which is the natural green pigment found in plants. Chlorophyll has a massive, powerful deodorizing effect both inside your dog's mouth and all the way down through their digestive tract. It actually neutralizes the foul-smelling compounds at their very source. Simply take a tiny pinch of fresh curly parsley, chop it up incredibly fine, and sprinkle it lightly over their dinner. Dogs usually love the fresh, earthy taste, and you will undoubtedly notice a huge improvement in their breath by the very next morning. Number 3. Soothing spices and herbal teas. Next, we absolutely need to address chronic inflammation. Sometimes a dog's gums aren't just holding a little bit of plaque. They are actively red, swollen, weeping, and heavily inflamed. This painful condition is called gingivitis. When the gums are inflamed, they slowly pull away from the root of the tooth, creating tiny, deep pockets where nasty bacteria can hide and multiply rapidly without being disturbed. To naturally soothe this redness and close those pockets, we can look to powerful anti-inflammatory spices and herbal teas. First on the list we have the golden pear, turmeric, and ginger. These two ancient medicinal spices are powerhouse anti-inflammatories. Curcumin, which is the active compound found inside turmeric, has been scientifically shown to heavily reduce swelling in irritated gum tissue. You can take a tiny microscopic pinch, literally just a light dusting of pure ground turmeric and ginger, and mix it thoroughly into a spoonful of plain unsweetened yogurt or blend it into that coconut oil we just talked about. Let your dog happily lick it right off a spoon. This acts as a highly soothing medicinal paste for their entire mouth. But my absolute favorite trick for bright red sore gums involves the simple tea bags sitting in your cupboard right now. Specifically, decaffeinated green tea or plain chamomile tea. Both green tea and chamomile contain incredible, highly soothing antioxidants. Green tea contains active cockins, which are brilliant compounds that actively prevent harmful bacteria from sticking to the smooth enamel of the teeth. Chamomile is universally known for being naturally calming to hot, irritated tissue. Here is exactly how you use it safely. Brew a weak light cup of decaf green tea or chamomile. Let it cool completely until it is perfectly room temperature, or even place it in the fridge to slightly chill it. Remember, you must never use warm or hot tea on a dog's mouth. Once it is fully cooled, you can either pour a small splash directly over your dog's dry kibble to rehydrate it, or dip a clean soft cloth into the tea and gently dab it along your dog's inflamed gum line. It provides instant cooling antibacterial relief for those swollen, painful gums. Number 4. The Ocean's Miracle. Now, let's talk about the absolute holy grail of non-brushing plaque prevention. If you were wondering what single ingredient you could add to their bowl to change their oral health forever, this is exactly what I was talking about. One of the most scientifically backed, highly effective, natural ways to fight plaque. Requires absolutely no physical scrubbing at all. It works entirely from the inside out. I am talking about a very specific type of dried seaweed or kelp, scientifically known in the veterinary world as no. This is truly fascinating, cutting-edge veterinary science. So stick with me here. When you sprinkle this specific specialized dried kelp powder onto your dog's food, they easily digest it. As it processes naturally through their digestive system, the active, powerful compounds are absorbed directly into their bloodstream. Amazingly, these compounds are then secreted outward through their salivary glands. This incredible mechanism means that hours after they eat it, their own saliva becomes heavily coated in a specific enzyme that actively melts and softens the plaque on their teeth all day long. Within just a few short weeks of using a pure, high-quality kelp supplement, daily observant pet owners often notice that the hardened yellowish plaque on their dog's back murs simply turns to soft mush. It then flakes off completely naturally while the dog is happily chewing their regular daily food. It is quite literally an overnight plaque softener. You can easily find 100% natural organic kelp powders specifically formulated for canine dental health online or at your local boutique pet store. It is highly affordable. It requires absolutely zero wrestling or brushing, and dogs absolutely love the slightly salty umami taste of the ocean. Just remember one important medical caveat. Because natural kelp is quite high in naturally occurring iodine, you should always consult your veterinarian before using it. If your dog has a known pre-existing thyroid condition. But for an otherwise completely healthy dog, this single ingredient is a massive game share for their lifelong oral health. Number 5. Crunchy fruits and malic acid. Let's introduce another fantastic kitchen remedy that most people never even consider for dental health. While we often think of savory foods for dogs, certain dog-safe fruits can work absolute wonders for their teeth, acting as natural brighteners and mechanical cleaners. The star of this category is the humble, crisp apple. Apples are nature's perfect crunchy snack. When a dog bites into a thick slice of a fresh, firm apple, the fibrous, slightly rough texture of the flesh physically scrubs against the surface of their teeth. It acts almost like a gentle edible loofah, naturally scraping away the soft, sticky layer of plaque that forms after meals. But the physical scrubbing is only half the magic. Apples also contain a naturally occurring compound called malic acid. In the world of holistic health and natural dentistry, malic acid is highly praised for its ability to naturally break down stains and brighten enamel. As your dog happily munches on the apple slices, the malic acid is released and mixes with their saliva, acting as a mild, completely safe astringent that leaves their teeth looking whiter and their breath smelling noticeably fresher. Here is a crucial safety warning for all pet parents. When feeding apples, you must meticulously remove the core and every single seed. Apple seeds contain small amounts of amidalin, a compound that releases cyanide when chewed and digested. Additionally, the tough core can easily become a dangerous choking hazard. Simply slice the apple into manageable, bite-sized wedges, ensuring no seeds remain, and offer a few slices as a highly rewarding plaque-busting treat a few times a week. Because apples do contain natural fruit sugars, keep the portions controlled so you do not upset their stomach or add too many unnecessary calories to their diet. Number 6. DIY Dehydrated Sweet Potato Chews. If you are looking for an incredible alternative to dangerous rawhide bones or rock-hard antlers that can easily fracture a dog's delicate teeth, look no further than the sweet potato. Rawhide is notorious for causing severe intestinal blockages and carrying harsh processing chemicals, while extremely hard bones can lead to thousands of dollars in veterinary dental bills from cracked murs. Instead, you can easily create the ultimate safe plaque scraping chew right in your own oven. Sweet potatoes are incredibly rich in dietary fiber, beta-carotene, and essential vitamins. When you slowly dehydrate them, they transform into a tough, leathery texture that is absolutely perfect for canine dental health. As your dog intensely gnaws on a dehydrated sweet potato chew, their teeth sink deep into the dense rubbery fiber. This intense chewing action effectively massages their gum line, stimulating healthy blood flow, while the tough texture naturally scrapes away thick layers of soft plaque before it ever has the chance to calcify into tartar. Making these at home is incredibly simple and highly cost-effective. Take a large, thoroughly washed sweet potato and slice it lengthwise into slabs that are about 1/3 of an inch thick. You want them thick enough that they won't just turn into brittle, crumbly chips. Place the slices on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and bake them in your oven at a very low temperature around 250 degrees Fahrenheit for about 3 to 4 hours. You want to flip them halfway through the cooking process. You will know they are done when they are shriveled tough and leathery but still slightly pliable. Let them cool completely. Store them in an airtight container in the fridge. And you have just created a highly nutritious, perfectly safe dental chew that will keep your dog's jaw happily occupied and their teeth beautifully clean. Number 7. Mechanical Cleaning Tools. We have successfully softened the plaque with kelp, and we have freshened the breath with parsley and fruits. Now, how do we scrub the remaining buildup off without ever picking up a toothbrush? The absolute easiest way is to cleverly let the dog do the hard work for you by utilizing nature's toothbrushes and smart toys. First, let's look back at the vegetable drawer. Whole raw carrots are a phenomenal mechanical scrubber. When a dog bites down hard on a large, thick, raw carrot, the tough, dense, fibrous vegetable matter physically scrapes the soft plaque right off the smooth surface of the tooth, all while gently massaging the sensitive gum line. It is incredibly low-calorie, packed with beneficial vitamin A and highly satisfying for their primal urge to crunch. However, please heed this safety warning. Only give whole carrots if your dog is a slow, methodical, careful chewer. If your dog is a frantic gulper who constantly tries to swallow high V-value items completely, we'll skip the carrots to avoid a serious choking hazard or slice them safely into extremely thin, long, paper-like ribbons. If vegetables aren't your dog's absolute favorite, we can confidently look at VOCC-approved dental chews and highly textured toys. Earlier, I mentioned the Veterinary Oral Health Council. If you walk into any large pet store, you will see 100 different colorful brands of dental bones lining the aisles. The harsh reality is that most of them are completely useless, highly processed, high-calorie junk food. Only purchase the specific brands that have the VOCC-accepted seal printed visibly right on the packaging. Those specific chews have been scientifically designed with the exact textures and specialized enzymes required to scrub teeth effectively and safely. You can also use heavily textured rubber chew toys or high-quality, durable rope toys. When a dog aggressively gnaws on a thick, durable rope toy, the individual cotton threads actually act exactly like doggy dental floss. The threads get right into the tight crevices between the teeth, hooking onto sticky plaque and pulling it safely away. Just be sure to supervise them closely during play so they don't accidentally ingest the loose strings. If you want to take this to the next level, spread a tiny bit of the antibacterial coconut oil we talked about earlier deep into the fibers of the rope toy. Your dog will happily, obsessively chew on it for 30 minutes straight, effectively giving themselves a spectacular, deeply satisfying cleaning. Number 8. The oral microbiome and the 10-second wipe. We are covering so much amazing ground today, and this next section is absolutely vital. We need to talk about the oral microbiome and the 10-second manual wipe. Your dog's mouth is an incredibly complex living ecosystem. When bad destructive bacteria take over the environment, the teeth inevitably decay. We want to intentionally strategically introduce good bacteria into their mouth to aggressively outcompete the bad bacteria. One of the easiest, most affordable ways to do this is with plain unsweetened milk kefir or a high-quality canine-specific probiotic powder. Kefir is a fantastic fermented milk drink loaded heavily with highly beneficial probiotics. Giving your dog a spoonful of plain kefir introduces an absolute army of friendly, highly protective bacteria to their oral and gut microbiome. This friendly bacteria naturally and safely shifts the overall pH of the dog's mouth quickly, making it a highly hostile, impossible environment for plaque-forming bacteria to survive and multiply. Now, let's talk about the absolute simplest daily manual habit you can start today. It is called the 10-second wipe. If your dog absolutely hates the toothbrush and will not let you use it, do not force the issue. Forcing a toothbrush only creates deep fear and destroys their trust in you. Instead, take a simple cheap piece of rough medical gauze. The standard woven squares you can buy for a few dollars at any local pharmacy. Dampen the gauze square heavily with warm water, or even use a little bit of that soothing chamomile tea we brewed earlier. Tightly wrap the damp gauze around your finger. Gently lift your dog's side lip and simply wipe your gauze-covered finger firmly along the outside surface of their back teeth and their upper gums. Do one quick firm swipe on the left side and one quick firm swipe on the right side. Plaque is incredibly sticky, and before it hardens into tartar, it easily wipes away beautifully onto a rough textured piece of gauze. The entire process takes a maximum of 10 seconds. Do you want to know the ultimate secret to making this work flawlessly? Let your dog actively lick a spoonful of dog-safe xylitol peanut butter or plain Greek yogurt while you do it. They will be so hyper-focused on licking the incredibly tasty treat that they won't even care that your finger is quickly sliding against their gums. It is a brilliant win-win scenario, offering a completely stress-free, highly effective alternative to traditional brushing. Number 9. The Golden Rules of Introduction and Limits. We are coming to the end of our comprehensive guide, and I need to share the final, most crucial chapter with you. As a professional who deeply respects your trust, I always have to give you the honest, hard truth about pet health. I have shared a ton of incredible, highly effective natural home remedies with you today. Crunchy carrots, antibacterial coconut oil, deodorizing parsley plaque, melting kelp, soothing teas, probiotic kefir, sweet potato chews, and apples. Rule number 1. Please under no circumstances give all of these items to your dog on the exact same day. If you suddenly dump rich coconut oil, salty kelp derriere, a raw carrot, and sweet potato into their bowl tonight, I promise you that you will be cleaning up explosive diarrhea at 3 o'clock in the morning. Their sensitive gastrointestinal system simply cannot handle that many new, highly rich ingredients introduced all at once. My strong professional recommendation is to carefully pick just 2 of these methods to start with. Maybe you decide to wash the water bowl daily with hot water and start using the kelp powder on their food. Stick with just those 2 simple additions for a full month. Observe how their mouth looks and smells. Later, you can slowly rotate in some coconut oil or try the chamomile tea wipes. Slow, steady, and methodical always wins the race in veterinary nutrition. Rule number 2. You must absolutely know when home remedies are simply not enough. These natural holistic remedies are absolute magic for proactively preventing plaque and gently melting away soft early-stage buildup. However, if you pull back your dog's lip and look in their mouth and you see thick, rock, hard, dark brown or dark yellow chunks physically cementing the teeth to the inflamed gums, these kitchen tricks will not fix it. That rock-hard material is called calculus or tartar. It is fully calcified, meaning it is literally as hard as bone. At that severe stage, trying to physically scrape it off at home with tools or rough bones will only painfully break their fragile tooth or severely damage their bleeding gums. Hard tartar absolutely requires a professional fully anesthetized dental cleaning by your veterinarian. They must use a specialized ultrasonic scaler to safely and painlessly shatter the hard calculus without damaging the enamel beneath it. If your dog already has severe dental disease, do not let guilt consume you. Take them to the clinic, get their teeth professionally cleaned to start entirely fresh with a blank, clean slate, and then immediately implement these amazing natural home remedies to ensure that the dangerous plaque never has the chance to come back again. Every single meal you prepare, every single bowl of fresh water you provide, and every single chew toy you hand them is a brilliant opportunity for you to actively protect your dog's heart, their vital organs, and their beautiful, happy smile. By smartly utilizing the magic of the oral microbiome, embracing natural antibacterials like coconut oil and parsley, and making highly educated choices like kelp powder and VHC water additives, you are giving them the absolute best, most comprehensive care possible. I know managing a dog's health can sometimes feel incredibly overwhelming, but the simple fact that you are taking the time to educate yourself means that your dog truly has the best parent in the world. I would love to hear about your furry best friend and the steps you are taking to keep them healthy. Please drop a comment below and tell me your beloved dog's name and let us know which of these natural dental tricks you are going to try.
Thanks for watching and like and subscribe share please. Welcome to Dogs Info.